some folks hate you because they think you're a racist. I think now some hate you because they realize that you are not. Why is it that so many people are unwilling to understand that different media outlets come to vastly different and often untrue conclusions regarding the very same statement, referring to my stand on illegal immigration? Carol, that's a very funny line. And by the way, like most humor, I think there's some considerable truth in it. I have been absolutely forthright about my position on illegal immigration and border security from the very first report, and that was 6 years ago. What I have said then and what I maintain now is that we must secure our borders and our ports for the integrity of the nation, for the security of the nation, not only to control immigration, but for the national security itself. And secondly, on the issue of illegal immigration, there is no way in the world that we can control immigration into this country if we cannot control those borders. And therefore, any discussion of reforming, so-called reform of immigration laws and regulations, is predicated upon control of our borders and our ports. That has not changed. What I have said all along is we must have a rational and effective and humane immigration policy. That has not changed. What I am saying now that is different is it is the time for a solution. We have now endured 6 months of some of the nastiest rhetoric and the most vicious propaganda, attacks and counterattacks, rhetoric that is so unrelated to reality as to be absurd. It is now time, for the good of this country, for the good of the American people, and for those illegal immigrants who deserve a far better leadership than they're getting, frankly, from those ethnocentric interest groups who want to perpetuate this rhetoric and this clash. It's time for a solution. So what I've done is extend my hand to all of those groups, whether Alapac on the right, which simply has withdrawn its support of me, because I'm perfectly willing to sit down and talk with all sorts of folks. By the way, I've been willing to talk with people throughout. I've had more open border amnesty advocates on my broadcast than any other person in national media. But now I'm saying it is time to sit down and not just talk. It's time to come to an understanding, to reach an agreement. Yes, to compromise and come to a resolution of an issue that is simply debilitating and in my opinion has now become counterproductive to moving this nation forward and moving forward the American people. I think this is the time. I may be wrong. I may be absolutely unsuccessful. I may fail in this effort to extend my hand to speak in good faith and seek to move forward with a solution here with all groups, but I'm going to try. I feel honor-bound to try, and I would hope that you would support me in that. I appreciate your considering it, and in the next few weeks, that's precisely what I'm going to be doing.